Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. So today's video, we're going to talk about an important heads up here in New York City for New Year's Eve. So guys, New Year's Eve is 2 days from now. Like, by the time you see this video, it'll be tomorrow, something like that. Anyway, nonetheless, guys, New Year's Eve here in New York City, and I'm probably going to say for the rest of the nation, we're going to see or could see massive protests around the United States. I don't know about the world, but the United States. So New York City is supposedly going to have this massive protest happening at Times Square during the New Year's Eve ball drop, or during the whole duration of the ball drop celebration. So Eric Adams had announced this 2 days ago, stating that pretty much in a nutshell, they're not going to have it. They're going to seemingly drop the hammer on these protesters. Now, he thinks, or rather he said, that they're going to do very bad things. Don't know what that means. That's probably code for shit's going to get out of hand. And I can absolutely see this getting out of hand because a couple NYPD sources stated that they were going to possibly have a smaller group of people at one entrance causing chaos, while a bigger group is trying to get in at another entrance or entrances. Now, there are multiple entrances into Times Square for the ball drop. That area gets closed off during the New Year's Eve event, and a lot of people, they get there like 5 o'clock in the morning to get a spot to be corralled in like cattle to wait for the ball to drop at midnight. So a lot of these protesters are probably going to be throughout that area. Some might even sneak in and start their shit. Keep in mind, though, to get in there, you do get searched before you get into the Times Square area. So that's the one good thing. Every last cop in New York City will be on deck for this. So not that they are going to bring in every cop from all precincts to there. They're going to bring a lot of the off-duty cops in that area, and probably shuttle in cops from different precincts, from different boroughs into that area as well. So some areas in New York City might be under patrol, if you will, or lack of patrol in that area. So this whole protesting nonsense, guys, these Palestinian protesters for the last few weeks have been creating havoc all over the country. We have watched them, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in Canada or Canadian Mall, where a bunch of protesters were yelling at a Santa Claus. You know, the Santa Claus at the mall where the kids sit in their lap. They were yelling at the Santa Claus, and one kid was crying. Other parents are trying to ignore them. I'm surprised no parents or fathers started handing these people their asses. You had them blocking the JFK roadway yesterday. The day before, they were downtown at some event causing havoc. They caused havoc at Rockefeller Center. So they're trying to hit all the major events. They did the same thing during the Thanksgiving parade. Well, I think they glued their hands to the street in the Thanksgiving parade. So they've been causing havoc routinely. And yesterday, from what I heard last night, they had some shit happen downtown as well with the Palestinian protesters. These Palestinian protesters need to get their asses handed to them. Now, obviously, a lot of this shit doesn't happen up here. They keep going downtown with their nonsense. When they were at JFK blocking the roadway, I'm pretty sure I would have ran over one or two of them without batting an eyelash. Because these people are hindering other people's livelihoods and or lives. They did the same. They did the shit in California where they blocked the roadway. In the California incident, though, people got out of the car and started handing these people their asses, which was good. And the cops were arresting those who were blocking the roadway or obstructing the roadway, again, which was also good. A lot of these people, they got to be taught a lesson. And they got to be taught a lesson by the citizens of the city, not so much the cops. Because the cops are just going to arrest them. But a citizen can go to war with them and beat the balls off of them and teach them a lesson. That's where it has to come from, not the cops. Cops, they do their job. They lock you up and they put you away. Now, here in New York City, at least, I forgot what event it was, 2 nights ago, they were wreaking havoc and the cops were letting them have it. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time. They were throwing hands and throwing haymakers at these guys. Rockefeller Center was the same thing. They were throwing fucking haymakers at these kids. They were doing, I mean, listen, the cops are doing their job, and it seems like Adams took the cuffs off of them and was like, yo, have at it. Stop these people at any means necessary. I'm expecting the same thing for the New Year's Eve event. They're going to let these people have it, and they're going to stop them at any means necessary. Now, again, the chatter is that they're going to create a massive disruption. They didn't say small disruption. They said massive, and they went out of their way to mention a small group or another group creating a problem in one area, having the cops flood to that area, while the another group comes in and disrupts that area, seemingly trying to get in because their mission is to get in to the Times Square area during the ball drop and disrupt there. So that's going to be very interesting. Now, I have one source, if you will, where she was telling me that, yeah, she's staying in the Times Square area away from that mess, but the likeliness of them getting in is low, but it could happen. And low because they're going to have enough police out there to stop them and keep them away. Probably keep them, I'm going to hopefully say blocks away from this event, but I don't know for sure. So again, guys, this is just a heads up. Keep your head on a swivel. No matter where you are in the nation, guys, these people are becoming increasingly a pain in the ass and assholes about something that is not going to stop because they drew a sign at home or paint their face and they went out there thinking that, oh, Benjamin Netanyahu is watching this protest from Israel and looking at New York and going, you know what, guys, this has got to stop. These people are putting their lives on the line, protesting with their silly signs. We have to stop this war. It is never going to happen. It was like the Vietnam War when all those stupid hipsters and hippies, not hipsters, hippies were protesting endlessly. That didn't stop the war. Did nothing. Protests do nothing to stop a war that has money behind it. It will never stop any war of any kind. It will not stop any atrocities of any kind. People need to cut the shit out, especially with this Palestinian shit. Knock it off. You're getting in people's ways. You're causing people problems. You're causing people money. You're delaying school buses from getting to school. You guys are doing too much. You guys need to cut the shit out. That's the bottom line. And I know they're not going to watch my channel and go, oh, the Angry Prepper said we should cut it out. Maybe we should. No, they're not. But the citizens have to teach them a lesson. That's where the lesson has to come from, not the cops. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.